Sir.
Thank you, sir.
So you are Sahil Mandla.
Yes, sir.
You are from Chamba district.
Yes, sir.
You have done your physics from Punjab University. So you passed out when?
2023, sir, last year.
Last year.
Yes, sir.
So what is your opinion then about one nation, one election?
So I personally feel it would be very difficult to implement with the kind of federal structure our constitution has, and also in the case of when there is president's rule in a state, then the cutting down the term of a legislature, they will require certain constitution amendments, sir. So these things would be very difficult to implement, sir.
No. But constitutional amendment is not difficult.
No, sir, to implement those amendments, sir.
No, once the amendment is done, president rule is declared, elections are declared. So whatever term remains, election will be held for that term.
But sir, let us assume that elections are happening for 2 years. So the incoming governments, they do not have enough time to prove themselves, sir.
That is the point. And suppose Lok Sabha is dissolved, then what happens? Then all the state assemblies will also be dissolved? According to this bill, or only Lok Sabha elections will be held?
So I'm not sure, but I think only Lok Sabha elections will be held, sir.
You haven't read the bill.
Sir, I did go through it. Yes.
So what is the difference between a bill and an act?
Sir, a bill is presented in either house of parliament by a member or a minister. But when it is passed by both houses and it is signed by the President of India, then it becomes an act, sir.
It becomes applicable immediately, or what happens then after it becomes an act?
Sir, sometimes there may be times mentioned in the act itself when it will become operational, but usually it becomes operational at the time of when it is signed by the President, sir.
There was an amendment carried out in one of the articles of the Constitution in 1978 during 44th Amendment. So that has still not been notified.
Yes.
You know which is that particular article which was amended?
So article you just mentioned, it was 44th article. No, sir, article. It was a 44th Constitution Amendment Act.
44th Amendment, yes. Right?
So I'm not sure which article it was.
So Article 22 about preventive detention. Now tell me, our Constitution has been amended almost about 110 times, even more than that. Now I'm forgetting the exact number. So has it changed the character of our Constitution? So many amendments. If the character has been changed, what are the changes means? How this character has been changed?
So may I take a moment to think, sir.
Yeah, sure.
So the basic character of the Constitution, as mentioned in the Keshwanand Bharati judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court, is still the same. But since our Constitution is a living document and it is flexible, so it has changed according to the changing times, sir. But the basic structure, for example, so the secularism, the socialism part, fundamental rights, they have remained as such, sir.
True. So do you think now the kind of economy we have and the kind of ideology we have,
Yes.
the political party which is ruling our country now, socialism and secularism, these two words in our preamble have become superfluous and they should be removed from the Constitution. What do you think about it?
Sir, the term socialism and secularism were officially added into the Constitution by 42nd Amendment Act, sir. But the nature of our very Constitution was secular and it was socialist. Our country was socialist from the very beginning, sir, since independence, sir. So I think it definitely was a symbolic gesture at that moment, sir. But I don't think these terms should be removed. And even if they are removed, sir, I think no government in the present day can work without these two principles in our country, sir.
But that is about socialism. Now, what about secularism?
Sir, a country is a melting point of civilization, sir. Even if we go back to medieval times or even before that, sir, there were different communities, different religions coexisting together, sir. So I think secularism is in the fabric of a country, sir. And our constitution makers also envision that, sir. And I think they adding secularism to our constitution was formalizing that identity of our nation, sir, history of our nation, our culture, sir. So I think it should remain in the constitution. It is in the preamble, sir. But
don't you think that since 1950 and especially after 1978, 1976, the 42nd amendment was carried out, and then now means the last 10 years basically now, maybe 15 years or so, the kind of narrative is going on in our country. Okay. So this, especially the word secularism, has become superfluous.
So there is a narrative that the secular fabric of a country has weakened, but sir, I don't believe in that, sir. There was some occasional incidents of communal rights and mob lynching, etc., sir. But they are sporadic in nature, sir. I think overall our country is still secular, sir.
Most of the people, do you think are still secular?
Most of the people, so I believe a good number of people are secular. Some over majority are secular. There are some fringe elements who do not believe in the secular fabric of a country. But
so what happened in Shimla a few months ago about some mosque? It was unheard of, means such things happening in Himachal Pradesh, but now it is happening. So in the light of this happening, do you think your statement is correct?
Sir, regarding the incident that happened in Shimla, sir, it was an illegal construction, first of all, sir. So I think it would not be rational to look at it from an religion point of view, sir. The local administration has taken its course, sir, and I think, and also, sir, since Himachal is a hill state, sir, it has its own identity and culture. So sometimes, sir, when migrant families come to Himachal in large numbers for employment, sir, for other reasons, sometimes there is a feeling that a culture might get compromised, sir, or might get altered, sir. So I think that incident had that undertone in that, sir. But overall, I don't think, sir, it has a great amount of bearing on the secular nature, sir.
There was a news item recently about Kangra, I suppose, where Kashmiri Muslims who sell shawls, etc., other wares, they were told to leave. Why?
Where in Kangra, sir? Sorry, sir, I didn't heard it.
Kangra or Kullu somewhere it happened.
Okay, sir.
So it happened. They were told to leave. They are not. I mean, they were not allowed to sell their wear there.
So, there are a lot of migrants from Kashmir Valley. Many laborers are there. Many people sell shawl and traditional goods from Kashmir in Himachal Pradesh and other parts of the country. And similar is true, sir. Many Himachali go for other places, other states for employment, sir, for other reasons. So I don't think these incidents should happen. I think there should be an increased need of awareness in Himachali people also and in the people of other states, so that they consider all Indians as equal and as a fellow citizen, sir.
But don't you think it's a situation where a proverbial this frog is being boiled in a cold water? Means he's put in a cold water and it's being slowly boiled. Temperature is being increased and he's starting enjoying it, and ultimately he dies. And if you put the same frog in a boiling water, and he will jump out. So it's not the kind of situation in India now. We have started enjoying this boiling a frog putting it in a cold water, and started increasing the temperature, and the frog has started enjoying it, and eventually it will die. Don't you think this is a kind of situation now?
Sorry, sir, I was not really able to comprehend the fog analogy. In which respect it is being used, sir?
I'm giving you the analogy. Now try to correlate it with what is happening.
Yes, sir. So I think, sir, since we have a diverse country, sir, so occasionally these incidents do happen, sir, but I don't think the analogy fits it very well, sir, the situation, because if we look at any other developed countries, any other large developed country, for example, say United States of America or Canada, sir, they have people from different, at least social beliefs or social culture, different cultures, sir. When they intermix in different states, for example, sir, there is sometimes opposition to that, sir. But in due course of time, sir, things would get better, sir, as the people get familiarized with different cultures, sir.
Can I make a comment?
Sure, sir.
You are too optimistic. Optimism misplaced.
Maybe that's true, sir.
True. You agree?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Sahil, you are a badminton player, I think.
Yes, sir, I play. Yes, sir.
You have written somewhere that you are a badminton
Yes, sir.
enthusiast or player.
I played as a hobby, sir.
You played as a hobby. Can you tell what is the size of the badminton court?
So in doubles it is 40 by 20 feet, and in singles it is 40 by 17 feet, sir.
40 by 17 feet. That is for singles.
Yes, sir.
And 40 by
20.
20. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is the height of the net?
So it is 5 feet 1 inch at the corners and 5 feet in the middle, sir.
5 feet in the middle.
Yes, sir.
It should be 5 feet 2 inch in the corners and 5 feet 1 inch in the center, I think.
So the last time I checked, I found this.
Okay, okay. You tell me what is the difference between natural farming and organic farming, which is being so many newspapers, it is coming organic farming and natural farming. What difference is having both in between the two terms, and why it is being advocated now?
So in organic farming, the usual agriculture practices can happen, but without the use of pesticides and so other artificially produced fertilizers, sir. But in natural farming, a minimal amount of tillage is done, sir, and organic manure can be used, sir, but so the resources used are from the nearby places or from the farm itself, sir.
You update yourself.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
You tell me that Punjab University is famous for what?
So Punjab University has a rich legacy of itself, sir. It provides a good environment for its students, sir. The infrastructure is good, sir, and it has given our country many bright minds, sir.
Okay. During the time of Diwali, around Diwali, there is a lot of air pollution around Delhi and somewhere like that. Okay. And now due to this rain, I think it has been controlled. How rain control the air pollution? What changes, physical or chemical change does it make?
Sure, sir. So most of the air pollution in the Gangetic Plains and region around Delhi is due to vehicular exhaust and due to the dust particles that are suspended in the air, sir. When there is rain, sir, these dust particles dissolve in the rain. These gases released by the vehicles, they also dissolve in water, forming nitric acid and carbonic acid. So that's why the pollution levels decrease, sir.
Okay. And what is this acid rain?
So when there are some gases like sulfur dioxide and nitrous oxide in the atmosphere, sir, when they dissolve in the raindrops and they fell on earth, the pH of the water is usually below 5.5, sir. So, sir, it is considered acidic, and that is acid rain, sir.
And what is artificial rain?
So, artificial rain is a process where the already existing clouds are stimulated through some materials like silver iodide, so that raindrops are condensed, and the condensation process is speeded up, sir. So, in that case, the already existing clouds rain at a particular place where they might not have, sir.
Is it beneficial or some adverse effect also?
So it may be beneficial, for example, for controlling air pollution in cities, or in the case of drought, if there's a prolonged drought existing in some places. But research is required, sir, because the quantity of and amount of rain has not been controlled yet, sir.
Any adverse example recently you have seen regarding artificial rain?
Yes, sir. In Dubai, in United Arab Emirates, there were torrential floods, sir. And because UAE has in the past used cloud seeding and artificial rain to have water and control pollution.
Okay. Tell me, my last question is, how would you tackle the problem of drinking water in Himachal? Despite having so much snow throughout Himachal, you are still having crisis of drinking water in most of the villages. How would you control it?
Sir, many steps have been taken through Jal Jeevan Mission, sir. The tap water penetration has increased from 20% to almost 100% in recent years, sir. But sir, if we talk about the steps we can take, sir, rainwater harvesting could be looked into, sir. And then, sir, for example, in Chamba district, sir, there are projects in which the water from dams are using electric motors. They are stored on top of hills, in large tanks and reservoirs, and they can be later used for irrigation and drinking water purposes, sir. And also, sir,
Okay, please.
Mr. Sahil, you're from Chamba.
sir.
How the economy of Himachal Pradesh can be improved? What steps can be taken?
Sir, first of all, Himachal's economy is facing a crisis recently, sir. And since Himachal is a vulnerable state in natural disasters, sir, so first of all, we need to make strategies to make Himachal Pradesh more adaptable to natural disasters, sir. And in order to increase the revenue of Himachal Pradesh, sir, tourism sector is the front runner, sir. We can promote high value tourism, sir, for example, ecotourism and MICE tourism, sir, which is meetings, exhibitions, etc., sir. And after that, sir, small scale hydroelectric projects can also be harnessed, since there are a lot of rivers and tributaries in Himachal Pradesh. And in the existing hydroelectric projects, the central government has major share. So Himachal does not get its fair share in them, sir. So apart from that, organic farming and natural farming can also be looked into, sir, because there is an increasing demand of these products in the market, sir.
How district Chamba can be improved in all aspects?
So Chamba has a huge untapped tourism potential, sir. Apart from Manali, Dharamshala and Shimla, Chamba has not been able to get its share of tourist arrivals, sir. So I think with better connectivity, we can improve the tourism potential of Chamba particularly, sir. Apart from that, sir, as I mentioned in the case of Himachal Pradesh, there is potential for small hydroelectric projects in Himachal Pradesh, sir, in Chamba district, sir. And sir, the diversification of agriculture, because Chamba is famous for many of the local products, for example, Rajma from Bharmor, sir, and there can be apple orchards in the Kihar region, sir. So I think diversification of agriculture is also needed.
Other horticulture products of Chamba district?
Sir, peaches are grown in Chamba in good amounts. and also sir, walnuts. Walnuts is an area where I see improvements. Farmers are planting a lot of trees of walnuts. So I think we need better marketing and better mandis to sell those products in Chamba, sir.
What is the role of fair and festival in the society of Chamba?
So Chamba, since it is geographically isolated from rest of the Himachal, the people of Chamba has developed their own cultural fairs and festival. For example, so Minjar Fair, Sui Mata Fair, Bhalai Mata Fair, and Mani Mahesh Yatra, sir. So these fairs are an occasion to celebrate various occasions. For example, the coming of new crops, sir. There are some Lohri is also celebrated in Chamba, sir. So these are the occasions for people to celebrate their cultures and come together and enjoy, sir.
What is water harvesting and ice harvesting?
So water harvesting, as far as I can remember, so it can be harvesting the harvesting rainwater, sir, storing it and utilizing it when there is dearth of it, sir. So ice harvesting, I have not particularly heard of it, sir. But if I may take a guess, sir, I think it may be. Sorry, sir, I'm not able to.
What is the role of Atal Tunnel in the promotion of tourism industry?
So Atal Tunnel provides all-weather connectivity from from Manali to Lahaul Spiti and then to the Leh region, sir. So that has become a popular tourist attraction recently, and apart from its strategic worth, so I think it is a major step for promoting tourism in Himachal Pradesh.
My last question. Why green energy is important for the development of Himachal Pradesh?
So firstly, Himachal does not have other major sources of energy, for example, coal or natural gas. So energy dependency exists, and it is expensive to get energy from other parts of country and other parts of world to Himachal Pradesh. Apart from that, sir, since the ecology of Himachal Pradesh is very vulnerable to natural disasters and climate change, so I think we should try to move ourselves into towards green energy, sir. And green energy, for example, solar energy or wind energy, it could provide an opportunity to increase the revenue of the state and income of people, sir.
My last question.
Yes, sir.
Why Shannon project was in news? It's very important.
So Shannon project was in news because the 99 years of lease, which was due to which this project was under the control of government of Punjab, that expired this year itself. So now the Himachal Pradesh government, Punjab government and Haryana government, they are fighting a case in Honorable Supreme Court to decide the ownership of this project.
Why Haryana government?
So because Haryana was a part of erstwhile state of Punjab, and they say that the resources of erstwhile state of Punjab, they also have a right to that, sir. That's why they have all got involved, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Sahil Mandla. You are from Chamba district, right? Can you tell me the 5 prominent places of Chamba district?
Sure, sir. So the most famous place in Chamba district is Dalhousie, sir. It was a major tourist attraction since the colonial times, sir. Apart from that, there is Khajiar, sir, which is also called as mini Switzerland. Then there is Chamba town, sir, which is famous for its festival and its culture, sir. Then there is Bharmor, where is 84 temples are situated, sir. There is also Mani Mahesh Yatra also starts from Bharmor itself, sir. Then there is Bhalai Mata temple, sir. It is also a very significant pilgrimage site in Chamba, sir.
Okay, right. We have seen that GST is becoming more complex day by day. So what do you feel that? Is it a right move from our government to implement GST?
So the promise of GST was to simplify our tax code, sir. To some extent, it has done that, sir. But the recent controversy regarding the variable rates on the of GST on popcorns, So that I think is these things should be simplified, sir, because it becomes difficult to pay taxes and to understand taxes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Sahil, what are your strengths? Two of your strengths, if you can put.
So I would say discipline and perseverance, sir.
And one weakness?
So I think sometimes I overthink, sir.
Overthink while taking decisions.
Yes.
Okay. And are you a leader or a follower?
Sorry.
Leader or a follower?
So I can be both depending upon the situation, sir.
Any instance or any example you can quote regarding when you have worked like a leader?
Leader, sir. Sir, I was a class representative during my college. So there I used to, I was in a leadership sort of a position, sir. I think.
Class representative.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me any 5 schemes related to youth, for the empowerment of youth in Himachal?
So there is the establishment of Kaushal Vikas Nigam in Himachal Pradesh to empower skill development in youth, sir. First would be that, sir. Then Nai Manzilein to promote tourism. So it also indirectly provides youth with employment, sir. Then, sir, the Shiva project in horticulture sector, sir. It also aims to diversify horticulture and involve the youth of the state in the horticulture activities, sir.
How many districts are there in Shiva project?
7, sir. Sir, apart from that, sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall.
Anything related to the self-employment of the youth? Or starting up a business or something else?
So grants and loans are provided by the government to start their startups and self-employment, but I'm not sure about the schemes.
Okay. Okay, Sahil. Thank you very much.
Thank you.